That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door.
Guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by...
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Party Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Party Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. Their website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Exactly. Get on down to Moorline Lager House this Sunday. We will be doing our watch party. Make sure you guys get reservations there at the Moorline Lager House. I'll be down there DJing, playing some music as we cheer on the Bengals and their new quarterback, Joe Flacco. Flack around and find out. That's all I got to say. All right, Joe Flacco. Say what you want. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. There needed to be a quarterback change. I mentioned Andy Dalton. I mentioned Russell Wilson. I mentioned the human interception machine, Jameis Winston. Never even crossed my mind about Joe Flacco. But I didn't think he'd be available. Plus, I didn't think the Browns would make a trade with the Bengals, which that's a whole other story in and of itself. But Joe Flacco has won a Super Bowl. He's thrown for 425 plus TDs, over 45,000 career passing yards. And this right now, even though he's 40 years old, this right now is the best receiving crew he's ever had. Now, you're everybody in the comments saying, well, offensive line sucks, yada, yada. I can't do anything about the offensive line. The Bengals can't do anything about the offensive line right now. What they can do is upgrade the quarterback position to a guy who, one, already beat the Packers this year, two, knows them, three, knows this division like the back of his hand. Sign me up for Thursday night in Baltimore, Joe Flacco and the Bengals versus Baltimore. I'll take that. The offensive line is what the offensive line is. Joe Flacco can get rid of the ball a lot quicker than Jake Browning can. He has a better arm than Jake Browning and Joe Burrow. He's got a howitzer for an arm. Will this fix everything? No. Will it fix the quarterback play? I believe it will. And if you're asking me if Joe Burrow was the quarterback the last 3 weeks, would we win some of these? Yes. We will one out of two, 2 out of 3, something like that. We wouldn't win all 3 of them because the Minnesota game, we turned the ball over 5 times. This means the Bengals front office believes in this team. They also, in my opinion, which I'll ask Trags what he thinks when he joins. Also, I think they really believe Joe Burrow is going to be back sometime in December. The division is wide open, people. Wide freaking open. I said this yesterday. We are literally handing the division to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are 2-3. The Ratbirds are 1-4. The Browns are browning. The Steelers are okay, and they're just going, all right, thanks, guys. We'll take the division. No worries, because nobody else is playing good. The Bengals did play better on Sunday. Not great. They did play better. Joe Flacco at least gives them a chance from the quarterback perspective to win games. Jake Browning was not doing that for us. I mean, he flat wasn't. He was missing wide open guys. He was missing reads. I mean, I talked about it after the Denver game where he took check downs and Jamar Chase was wide freaking open down the seam. Mike Gesicki is wide open down the seam. Troy Aikman pointed it out. There's been multiple other guys that have pointed it out where he's missing guys. Jake Browning was throwing into triple coverage. Again, I'm not saying this fixes everything. Yes, our offensive line has got to play better. They've got to play a lot better. Will they? I have no idea. I just know that this is a move that the Bengals normally would not make. Now, someone put it up there in the chat, which I was wondering about this. When the last time the Bengals made a in-season trade. Hold on, let's hear. Especially a big one. Where is it at? I saw it in the chat, and now I can't find it. Yes. What's good? What's good, Ronnie? Yes, please hit the likes. Yeah, I will tell Trags when he gets on the show. He's not there. He's not here yet. But anyway, this is so un-Bengal-like. And for people who are complaining, I'm like, good God. We gave up a 5th-round pick, and we got a 6th-round back. Whoop, they freaking do. I mean, the Bengals, we always say the Bengals can't draft anyway, so who cares if we got a 5th or 6th pick? It doesn't matter. They are trying to win. There it is. Brad's got it up there. November 1972. Thank you. Thank you, Brad. I thought it was you. 1972 is the last time they made a big in-season trade. And they had Joe Flacco. He's a quarterback. He's a Super Bowl winner. He knows how to win in this game. Did he play good in Cleveland? No. But does he have the offensive weapons that Cincinnati does? No. Can he play better? I think he can. Will he? I have no clue. It's going to be really hard to go in there in Green Bay and play. But he's already played them. So that's an advantage for Joe Flacco. No matter how good or bad he played, he's already seen them. He knows what to expect. What are they going to do? Do a different defense against him? He's the same quarterback. Yeah, he's on a different team, but you're still going to try to throw the ball. I just think this is a bold move that Cincinnati fans should be happy. You guys should be like, oh, my God, we got Joe Flacco. Somebody said, oh, this is a clown show. How is it a clown show? We went and got a pretty, in my opinion, honestly, if you gave me a choice between Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, well, I probably would take an Andy Dalton, but Jameis, he was the one I was talking about. Jameis Wilson, Russell Wilson, and Joe Flacco, I'm taking Flacco all day long. Jameis Wilson is a great dude. He's thrown the most interceptions, I think, of any quarterback that's playing right now. Russell Wilson has lost his job 3 times now since he left the Seahawks. 3 times. So people were claiming for him. I don't understand. I mean, I wouldn't have been against it because I think we needed a quarterback who gave us a better shot. But I wasn't like, oh, yeah, go out and get him. I never thought Joe Flacco was even in the picture because the Bengals and Browns don't like each other and they don't make trades. So, all right, let's get into the chat here before Trags join us. Let's see here. Yeah, like Casey, they don't draft good anyway, right? So what's the difference? Believe he'll be starting Saturday. As far as I know, I think they're planning on him starting Saturday. I said when Trags gets in here, we can find out for sure. But hey bud, sorry, cannot maybe catch you. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Trags is not going to join. Wish he would have told me that a little sooner. All right. So guess it's just gonna be you and me. We'll be talking. So yeah, all reports I see that they think he's starting. So we'll see. Paul here, Cleveland's O-line wasn't that good either. Right. So I mean I guess he's kind of used to that. Let's see here. Get low. That's what you get when the backup does not get the reps in the preseason and practice. You're saying the preseason and is why Jake Browning didn't play good? He's had 3 starts, get low. He's got to get better. I mean, I give it to you to write the first 2. Well, he's had 3 starts and he came in. He's basically almost played 4 full games. He came in week 2. It's week 5, week 6. Yeah, he's had plenty of reps now to get better, and he hasn't gotten better. So I don't agree. I'm sorry, love you, but don't agree with that. Lead orange, you'd rather have Jameis, but I think why? I would please. I talked to one of the guys at work about this. I said he throws more interceptions than Jake Browning. Well, at least it'd be fun. I'm like, I want to win. Like, if I win, it's fun. So I don't get the whole thing that everyone wants Jameson. I like Jameson. I think he's a great dude. But I just don't get why everybody wanted him so bad, because Who Dey Nation was all over getting Jameis Winston. I'm like, why? I'm like, I think he played worse than Jake Browning. Let's see here. Let's see, Josh Isles. That's the first time the post-Diana Browns have traded with the Bengals. There you go. I know they haven't traded much. That's because they had the other one where we tried to trade A.J. McCarron to him, and they screwed up the facts or something. That's how long ago it was. Something like that. Let's see here. He has been getting better. I don't agree. We're talking about Jake Browning. Jake Browning has not getting better. No. If you're thinking I said Jake Browning would get better, no. You'll join me. All right, how about this? Since I kind of don't now, I'm going to open it up. We got 100 people watching right now. I'm going to open it up, and I apologize. Trags isn't here. He just, like I said, literally texted me. I just saw the show that he's not coming. I'm going to open this up to everybody, and don't do anything crazy. Okay. We're going to have a conversation here. All right. Let me see. I haven't done this in a while. How is that there? Yeah, that one. There. Click on that. Copy X. Put the link in the chat. Paste. All right. And there you go. The link is in the chat if you guys would like to join. So hopefully we got like 105 people on here. So we get a lot of people jumping on, which I hope we do. You know, do like a regular talk show. Get a whole bunch of people on here. Get on and get off. We'll see. Let's see. Josh. People mad we got a 40-year-old quarterback. Like, we need someone younger with potential. We still have Joe Burrow. We just need somebody to give us a chance this year. Exactly. You're right, Josh. That's why I don't understand. I'm like, he's 40. I'm like, he's actually exactly what we need right now. We don't need Joe Flacco. I don't give a crap what Joe Flacco does next year. I don't care, you know? And I'm sorry, people are like, well, if Flacco gets hurt, then we're back to Jake Browning. Yeah. And I mean, there's nothing they can do about that. I mean, what else do you, and people are like, oh, they let White go and they let Rippey go. I'm like, so? I mean, those guys would not give us a better, Jake Browning, I think would give us a better chance than those guys would. But if Flacco gets hurt, we're really screwed. So I really don't see what the downside to this whole thing is. Say Flacco comes in there and plays like ass. Like, all right, well, we've been seeing that the last 4 weeks. I don't know what the difference is. Let's see here. Yeah, get the likes up on the show. I appreciate you guys. Poor Burrow is in disbelief watching his team. Like I said, if they did not believe, and I don't think they believe Flacco is going to take them to the promised land. They believe Flacco can get them back to Joe Burrow. So I believe that they think Joe is got a good shot at coming back in December. You don't make this move, I don't think, unless you believe you got a shot at this thing. And with the Ravens 1-4, and I've been saying this, people, but we're still in this damn thing. Everybody's like, we should just tank. We're awful. I'm like, and Corey Dillon was on the show yesterday saying, they just got to play better. Corey would know better than anybody about teams playing better. Now, his Bengals teams had games where they played better, but he also did play with the Patriots. So he knows a little about how to get teams to play better. That's the thing is like, and if you really look at Sunday's game, I know Cap clips some stuff up, other people clip some stuff up. When Jake had that interception, he threw it in triple coverage. He actually had a pocket. He actually had time to throw the ball. He threw it to triple coverage. That's the problem. So, and Joe Flacco, I keep saying this, will get rid of the ball a lot quicker, which helps this offensive line, which is what Joe does. Joe gets rid of the ball quick. Joe Burrow, that is. Let's see here. Wanda. I'm glad they're done. They've done something. I couldn't watch any more Brandon. And that's the thing, too. It's also, what do you think it does? What it's done for the fan base? I got excited. I mean, and I've hated Joe Flacco my entire life. he was a rat bird, and then he was a Brown. I didn't care when he was cold. It didn't bother me then. Now I think he's great. But I'm energized just by the fact that they made a move. And it's not just, it's a legit move. No matter what you guys want to crap on it, it's a legit move. He's a legit quarterback. He's actually exactly what we need. He's an older veteran. Just need somebody come here, steady the ship, who's been there, done that, a calming voice, and get us through this. That's what we need. That's what the Bengals did. Like I said, it did this to the fan base. What do you think it does to that locker room? That locker room is like, all right. They're with us. They're okay. Jamar Chase is getting tired of him running down the field wide open and nobody throws him the ball. And when they throw him the ball, he's in triple coverage. That shouldn't, knock on wood, happen this Sunday. Shouldn't. Let's see here. Get low. Let's see. Hold on. Let's get Josh here next. The pick swap is basically moved back line for 30 to 40 picks. Yeah, and it's nothing to lose. That's literally nothing. Gilla Flacco is going to run the plays Zach calls with our O-line. Exactly. Yep, he's going to run the plays. Yep, and hopefully he runs them better than Jake did. And the thing is, if you guys want to fire Zach, I'm not here defending Zach. I'm saying it's October. It's week 5, week 6. If you fire the coach, the season's completely over. At least let the guy try to see if he can figure this out. I want to win. We can fire him at the end of the season if we don't make the playoffs or it sucks. Right? Let's try and win this thing. Let's try to salvage what we got. We are 2-3. We are in second place in AFC North. I keep repeating that. You guys act like we're, 15 games under 500. We're 1 game under 500. We're in second place in the AFC North. The Ravens are 1-4. We were that last year. We know all about that. Their quarterback is hurt. The Browns are the Browns. We got a shot. All right, we got our first person in the waiting room. It's KP from KC. What is up, my friend?
Hey, what's up? Is my audio good?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just thinking about this Flacco thing. I think what they probably did is they basically tried to take away any excuses that Zach can have now.
Yeah,
and looking at it strategically, it makes sense. I don't think it's going to make us get to 8 or 9 wins. I mean, we may end up getting maybe 6 or 7, but just looking at the team and the way the roster is
500 to me, KP. As long as we're like 500 by the time Joe gets back,
yeah,
we got a shot. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, good.
I think they just want to be competitive so they don't lose the team. I think that's the angle because he risks losing the team. Right. Keep running Browning out there.
Yeah, you're going to lose the team.
Running Browning out there, he loses the team.
But I mean, that's also making Flacco, you're making it sound like it's not a competitive thing. It's also to help compete this year. Yeah, you're going to lose the team if they don't do something. They had to do something. But I mean, it's also it's not lose the team, but it's also to keep this team competitive. I mean, that's what the whole thing is.
Yeah,
it's not just this one thing. It's the whole thing. You know, it's kind of like when everybody just blames Zach. You can't just blame one person for the way this team is playing. Yes, he has a huge part of it. You got to blame everybody. Like Corey said yesterday, players got to play better. Players got to do what they're supposed to do, and that comes down to the coaching, and the players.
Yeah,
Anything else,
it
KB?
does. It really does. So they're in a hard spot. Yeah, they're in a hard spot, and we're gonna see what they can do as far as protecting him. But I don't think they can protect him that well. But they have to do something. They had to do something. They made a move,
Mm-hmm.
and they've really been listening to the fans lately. As far as they've
Yeah.
been listening to things online lately because they made moves that we talked about.
Right.
But the only issue with it is that it's all reactive and it's reactive late though. Usually, it's after catastrophe happens. You know what I'm saying? It's never proactive because just imagine if they had Risner early in the offseason, he would already knew the book and he would have came in so late. And maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe that, you know, but it is what it is. That's what this franchise does. We used to it, but they got to do something to even keep people coming to the stadium. And you got to think they got a stadium thing coming up anyway, so they got to stay competitive.
That's already signed. Yeah, the stadium deal is already signed. That's already done. They signed that.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying they got to sell season tickets every year. They got to sell season tickets every year.
They got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
You're not. I mean,
so.
I mean, they'll sell some, but I mean, I'm here in Kansas City, right? And people were losing their minds when Tyreek Hill got traded.
Yeah, they got a waiting list.
So like this, that stuff means something.
Right. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I mean, the Bengals got a waiting list and stuff, so I don't think them selling tickets is a problem. I mean, I just because they got Joe Burrow, they got Jamar Chase. You come back next year, the fans will be back in. So I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna have to let you go. Your phone is cutting in and out. It's kind of hard to hear you, KP, but I appreciate the call, man.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I cut him off. Andy Anderson, yeah, you were on there. You come back on. So yeah, you guys can just join like that. Let me get back to the comments here. Is Flacco older than Rodgers? I don't know. They might be the same age. Actually, I think they were in the same draft. 08. Trags of NH. I don't know who this is. Trags of NH. What's up?
What's up, Ice?
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Doing great. Yeah, I put that in the comments earlier, so I figured I'd start with that.
I like it. So what's up?
Not much, man. It's great. They like all we've asked for years is make a move, act like you care, act like you try.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all like that's all the Dalton Reisner thing was. Try.
Mm-hmm.
Like remember. I mean, I'll never forget sitting in this where I am right now when they signed OBJ.
Yeah.
I lost my mind.
I did too. I went live that night.
Like, do they care? Like, they care? They actually do care?
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I think if he starts on Sunday, I think it's a long shot. I hope he does.
I don't know. From what I hear, I was hoping Trags was coming on. I could ask him. I heard he was going to, and I'm with you. It's a long shot, but a veteran quarterback like him could pull it off. I mean, I hope he does because I already seen what we got with Jake, and if they do, it's gonna be a really small playbook. I mean, Flacco's not gonna be able to remember everything. He'd have to have a playbook on his all across his forearm to put everything in there. So it's gonna be a small playbook, and maybe that's not a bad thing.
In recent last couple of years, we saw Baker Mayfield join the Rams with 36 hours and blow out whoever they played.
Yep.
You saw Josh Dobbs literally being told the playbook by the offensive lineman and Justin Jefferson went out and won the game. Joe Flacco's got enough under his belt. He can make it work.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'll say let's take a shot and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, flack around and find out because you never know.
Yeah, and I mean, if at the end of the day, hey, Joe, this is where Jamar's going. This is where T's going. If worst case scenario, just look over there.
Right. Yeah. Jamar's got it somewhere.
What Jake was doing with less accuracy.
Well, Jake was also doing in triple coverage too.
Yeah, and you ever notice when he throws, he did it. I was at the Minnesota game with the crazy T bat out of the end zone, back over. That was like right in front of me.
Yeah.
You ever watch when he throws those? He looks like he's never thrown a football before. Like his shoulders get all open and his hips going the wrong way, and it's just like Like a shot put.
Shot put it. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, like a shot put. But no, man, it's awesome. Like I'm was anti Russell Wilson just because I can't stand someone who gives themselves their own nickname.
Yeah, and I don't get. I mean, yeah, I know Flacco got benched this year, but Flacco has performed pretty well in a couple of different spots. Russell hasn't done anything since he left Seattle, and Jameis Winston has really never done anything. That's where I'm like, I don't understand why so many people were so big on him. I'm like, which I mean, like I said, at that point, I was like, we need somebody other than Jay. I would have taken him. I mean, I said I was more thinking about Andy Dalton, but I don't think. I think Carolina wants to keep him as a backup. I think it's harder to get him. And you got Joe Flacco, who's, like I said, Super Bowl champion. He's thrown for 425 plus TDs. He's got over 45,000 career passing yards. I mean, he's got the stats. We know he's got the arm still. I don't care if he's 40 or not. He's still got the arm. He's got the mind. He's going to get it out quick. And he's going to have to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I don't know if they could have got a better guy, to be honest. I mean, really, if you really think about what we're asking him to do in the short amount of time that we're asking him to do it, I don't know if there's a better guy to do it. He's done it before.
Well, I think it was like KC or KP, whoever was just here. I think he said it correctly. This is a great way for the front office to go, okay, Zach, we're going to give you everything that we can.
Right.
We're going to give you all the chances.
Mm-hmm.
Like you told us that Jake was the guy. The locker room was behind you, said Jake was the guy. Clearly not the guy. Now you got a veteran guy. And the quote that I love, I've heard it like 6 different times now, was Mike Tomlin talking to his team last year against the Colts.
Right.
When he was the backup to Anthony Richardson. He looks at his defense. He goes, we do not hurt Anthony Richardson. We do not want that 6'6" guy with a cannon to come on this field because he might kill us.
Right.
Like and people can think what they want about like the Pat McAfee guys. I think they're hilarious. I think their whole story is great. Immediately when it gets put on the screen and Ty Schmidt, the diehard Packers fan, goes, oh no. Like he's immediate, and then you got Tony, the Steelers fan. They're both just like, no, this is bad. This is not good. Like that's hilarious. Like that says enough about Joe Flacco to me.
Yeah,
we've seen it. We've seen it all.
Right. I mean, there's literally nothing that the Packers could throw at him, even on a short week that he hasn't seen. Plus, he's already seen the Packers this year. They played them already,
which is amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't pick for going in a short amount of time. You're going against a team you already played against, so you already seen their defense. I don't think they're going to be able to disguise much for Flacco that he didn't see the first week. I mean, I have no way saying we're going to Green Bay and win. I have no freaking clue. But I think right now this gives us the best shot.
And now at the end of the day, with the way the season's gone, I want it to be entertaining.
I want to win.
I want to win. I don't want to be sitting after 2 quarters going, oh, so we're going to get another 2 more quarters of that.
Yeah, that's that. Then we're like, all right, where's my beer at?
Yeah. Like, it's like I watch every snap. I'll never turn the TV off. But this is like, it's exciting because I've been telling. I live, by the way, the NH. I live in New Hampshire, so I'm just surrounded by Patriots fans, and they just laughed at me when this whole thing happened, even though I kind of have to take it because I've been trying to tell them that I didn't think Drake May was that great, and then he looked really good the other night.
Yeah,
but there are some of them that immediately put in waiver claims in fantasy for Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
so I don't know, man.
There you go.
Hey, if we can get to week. Our first 14 games. We can get to week, I guess, technically 16 because we have.
I think it's for Joe to come back. I think it's week 15, 14, 15, somewhere around. It's in December.
Yeah, because we have the bye week in 10, I think 10 or 11.
Right now?
Yeah, like when our bye week is.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't.
Yeah, so
I got.
Because I think I'm going to the Patriots game. I think like week 12.
Yeah, I don't have it written down. I don't know.
But either way, I tell everyone. If we can somehow, the best case would somehow be like 8-6 with 3 games. Yeah. Even 7-7.
7-7. Just give me 500.
Those last 3 games, Arizona, Miami, Cleveland.
Right. And like I said, the Ravens are already 1-4. We know about 1-4. We did it last year. You know what a hole that is to try to dig yourself out of.
Yeah.
And we got the Steelers, and Flacco beats the Steelers.
Yes.
So,
yes,
I mean, I don't think Steelers fans can be happy that we got Joe Flacco. And I'm not sitting there saying Joe Flacco is a savior. I don't know. I'm just saying I know he knows these teams, and I think he gives us the best chance to win right now.
No, I agree. Honestly, I don't know anyone who thought that like Joe Flacco was even a possibility.
I didn't. Because I didn't even think we'd be
the most Cleveland thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Now their quarterback situation is the funniest in the NFL. it's officially the funniest thing in the NFL. And remember, you know who's also, this would change this whole thing. Who's on their practice squad? Technically, could be QB3 or 2, depending on what they do. Is Bailey Zappi.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So
I had somebody in another group chat I saw about said that they would rather have Bailey Zappi. I'm like, not really.
No.
Why would you want Zappi? I mean, I'd rather have a guy who's won a Super Bowl. Again, throwing for over 225 TDs and 4,000 career yards. I mean, or 45,000 career yards. I mean, I'll take that over Zappi, who hasn't been able to be a starter. So, Trags, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna let you go. Try to get somebody else on here, man. I appreciate you. No problem. Take it easy.
Who day?
All right, guys. Just like that, you can join. The link is in the chat. I'll try to get to some of the stuff in the chat here too. Jendy, what's up? All right, yeah, exactly. There's another former NFL guy says Flacco, let's right the ship. There you go. Exactly. Tony Blazin. I see the Packers guy on the Pat McAfee show wasn't happy about hearing Joe Flacco's going to Cincinnati since I already faced him. Yeah, exactly. That's what he was just talking about. I missed Pat McAfee's show today. Let's see. Where's Captain? Captain was not able to join today. You need his take on Joe Flacco. Well, if you want Cap's take, go check him out on Twitter. Trust me, he's telling everybody his take out there. I love this, Ken. What a story if this works, right? Okay, Ken, this is funny. All right, so you know how they always have the video of after you win the Super Bowl. And I'm always dreaming about the Bengals in that. And just sitting there going, oh my goodness. And hopefully my podcast pops up on the video too. But yeah, we're sitting here 2-3. What are they going to do with Jake Browning? We lost Joe Burrow. In pops Joe Flacco. And lo and behold, he takes him to Joe Burrow. Then Joe Burrow comes back and he's healthy. And what a story. I'm waiting for the video. We'll see. Like I said, I am drinking the Kool-Aid, all right? I choose to be optimistic. Y'all can be depressed, and that's fine. You can say he's 40 and he's washed. Fine. I'm choosing to be happy about it because the Bengals did something. Like, how many times have we said do something? And I'm like, and I just kept saying this. The division is right there. Like, everybody kept saying, that's what I understand. I'm glad the Bengals are thinking more like me than most Bengal fans. Like, we just need a tank. We need to go get the young guys in. I'm like, but it's like James Rapine said, it's not like this team is talentless. We have talent on this team. They're not playing very good right now. And honestly, they usually don't play very good in September and October. We won the first 2 games. We're still playing with house money. Just think we lost the first 2 games. Just think how bad that would be. We didn't. We need Flacco to win 6 and 7 games. Like I said, I'll take 500 right now. Yes, and he knows this division exactly. This defense is going to get better and faster. And like I said, Ken, I like that comment because I think the defense actually played better and novel concept. If you can actually stay on the field with your offense longer than your defense as time to rest. And won't be out there so long. Let's see here. Gordon, at this point, it can't get any worse. Yeah, it can't get any worse. Let's try it. The pit guy on the Pat. Oh, the Pittsburgh guy on Pat's show was scared. He should be. because Joe Flacco has beat them a lot. So I'm telling you guys, I think Browns fans got to be pissed. Like, why the hell? This be if I'm a Browns fan, why in the hell would you help out your division rival? Why? I mean, they basically just gave us Joe Flacco. They did. We had to give up a 5th-round pick. Whoop-de-frickin-do. And they gave us a 6th-round back. I would have gave a 5th round up for nothing, or for Joe Flacco. And they gave us they're giving us a 6th round back. I'm like, okay. I'd be pissed if I was Browns right now. Dale, should we be if I can talk here? Should we be concerned though because Uncle Joe was also benched for throwing interceptions like 6th-round pick. Just curious, why wasn't Kirk Cousins a look? Kirk Cousins wasn't a look because he cost too much money. And he's got a big contract for a backup quarterback. And Atlanta is stupid for paying him that much money and not starting him. That's why I wouldn't take Kirk Cousins because of his contract, unless you're planning on making him the starter for the next couple of years. Yes, he got benched, but also for third interception. But also, they got 2 rookie quarterbacks there. I don't think Joe Flacco was going to finish the season starting anyway. They got 2 rookie quarterbacks. They need to find out if they got a quarterback out of one of those 2. If they do, great. Then they have a quarterback. If they don't, then they have to go draft one. So, yeah, he got benched. But it's more, in my opinion, more because they wanted to find out about the young quarterbacks. Let's see here. What do you got? GC3. The NFL script writers are working overtime this year. Joe's got terrible luck. It's about Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco. Which one? The Dark Knight. Does it matter if he's washed? Can he hit wide receivers? Yeah, exactly. You're filling your cup up. There you go. We might have to do that if Flacco doesn't do so good. We'll find out. All right, we got another one in the waiting room here. It's Anthony Anderson. What's up, Anthony?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's your thoughts here? What do you got?
As far as the Joe Flacco trade, came a little bit as a shock because I would not have expected a in-division trade, but I'm not against it.
No, I'm not against it at all.
I've not really understood people's interest in wanting Jameis Winston, although, yes, I am a Florida State fan, but to each their own. To me, he doesn't have the playoff experience, and I'm not going to lie, I'd be ready to pull my hair out at the stupid level of interceptions that he throw, but and it's not like he throws like interceptions to where like, hey, it was in a spot and say somebody just made a really good play on it. He threw it directly into coverage.
Right.
Exactly. And those were the things that would make me go, no.
That's what Jake was doing. That's what we're like, what are you doing?
Oh, no, that goes without saying.
I'm watching the game Sunday, and there's 2 plays, and I'm in the south end zone. The first interception, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, ooh, T's open. And all of a sudden, I see Jake go like this, and he throws it to Jamar. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I said, T's right in front of you, open. I can see it. Then the other one, where he throws it, and the linebacker jumps. I didn't have to jump. The linebacker's right there. The linebacker had to take 2 steps and jump up in the air and catch the ball. I'm like, what are you looking? I even saw that. Like, and I'm in the stands, and this is like real time. Like, what are you looking at? That's the part for me. Is like, all right, we got to get something else here because you cannot make those throws. Now, will Joe Flacco make those throws? I hope not. He hasn't in the past. He's done better. But good, Anthony.
Yeah, but I want to ask you something, Ice.
What's up?
Do you think that this at least takes some of the bloodlust of fans wanting Zach Taylor's head on the pike yet?
Oh, no. If this sucks, if this season still goes down, no. They'll be like, look, they even gave him a quarterback, and he still sucked. Which, like I said, Anthony, at this point, I am not saying – I don't think firing Zach right now would do any good. Now, if we get toward the end of the season and it's still falling apart, then, yeah, it might be time to make a change.
I'm in that camp of – because I know me and Cap had a discussion on Twitter that I think him and I both we disagreed on it, but we were respectful about it,
right,
to each other. That I'm of the point now that especially when you're hearing especially when you're hearing things about how Zach Taylor's blocking schemes when it comes to being on the offensive, when it comes to the offensive line are like incredibly difficult. There's putting too many positions of one-on-ones, and obviously we know they like to pass, so a lot of pass blocking. That in all my years of playing O-line, I know when I played, they never had you always going one-on-one. You had to be able to do multiple different ones, be able to pick up double teams to be able to avoid against twists and stunts and things of that sort. So it's if Zach's not playing for not coaching for his job, I think there needs to be some kind of talk. I just don't know if
Well, like I said, I mean,
I just don't know
it
if it's
could
going to go
be.
the way I think a lot of
have
fans want it to.
Well, I have no idea, and it's week 6. It's all I just keep saying it's off early to fire a coach. Is all I'm saying. So that to me that's a
I'm
conversation we
with
can
you on
have.
that.
I mean, to me, this is the time where, and I go back to history of Zach Taylor's teams. They don't play good in September and October. They like really don't play
Late
good in
October
September.
to early November is
Right,
when
they
they
start
really
rolling
start
around.
picking up.
So we're getting closer. I mean, I know it's second week, whatever it is in October. Hopefully we pull this thing out in Green Bay and the momentum starts going like normal Zach Taylor teams do. Because when you get to November, December, we're cooking. Even with Jake Browning, when we had him, we were cooking. So now if you get that going with Joe Flacco, I don't know. I mean, and the thing is, I never played offensive line, so I don't understand offensive line scheme or anything. I know we have pass blocking guys, but they got to be able to run block. I mean,
but here's the thing though. Like typically, in most cases, you usually want your edge guys to be pretty good at pass blocking, and then your guys on the inside to be more of the maulers. But occasionally, actually, I'm not going to say occasionally. There's different occasions where, hey, it's kind of a reverse where your tackles are the maulers and your interior are more the pass blockers. So it's just they got to figure something out because
right.
especially when you get guys like Orlando Brown and Ted Karras. Orlando Brown's a 4-time Pro Bowler, also a Super Bowl champion, and then you got Ted Karras, who's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. You got 2 national champions in Mims and Fairchild.
Now this is an interesting statement here. Kenny says one thing for sure: Flacco will get under center. I'm wondering.
I don't
how much
know.
of that?
That's what I'm going to be curious to see.
Yeah,
Will they do
much,
that? Because Zach Taylor's, from what we've seen since he's been here, since Joe got here, 95 to 98% of the offense is run out of shotgun, which
right. And
I've
the thing
been
is,
screaming
Joe, right. I know everybody keeps saying that's Zach. I think it's Joe. I think Joe likes that. Joe likes coming out of shotgun. Joe, we know Joe doesn't like turn his back to the field. He likes spread stuff. So now I wonder how much.
The thing is, though,
I wonder how much. Let me finish first, and then you can talk. I wonder how much they will change the way they do things for Joe Flacco. That is because Joe Flacco is different than Joe Burrow. You had, and I think they did a good job last time with Jake Browning of changing the way the offense was to fit what Jake Browning did good. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen in week 1 in Green Bay. This is a crash course here, so we'll see what happens. Go ahead.
I think, truthfully, I don't know, but for me, I think part of me is starting to wonder if the people in the front office and some of the coaching staff is afraid to say no to Joe Burrow when running out of shotgun as much as they've run out of shotgun. I hate to say it. That's all that does is give the defense a chance to pin their ears back and come hunt you.
Yeah, but I mean, that's if you look at all the high potent offenses, a lot of them run out of shotgun. So I mean, the thing is, it's not the running out of shotgun; it's not leaving enough guys back there to block. That's the thing to me.
Yeah, when you're running out of empty.
Right,
I'm saying I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I'm saying you don't have to run out empty all the time. I mean, they don't have to. They can do 3 wide instead of 5 wide. They can leave the guys back in the block. And I said that when Joe got hurt. I said, maybe it's a conversation they need to have where we need to leave more guys in there to block. And that's something that, which again, these are conversations that don't matter right now because Joe's hurt. The conversation that more like I want to have a conversation about is how's this offense going to look with Joe Flacco in there? And like I said, it's going to be a very small offensive playbook because they're not. I don't care how long Joe Flacco's been an NFL quarterback. He's not going to be able to remember all the plays, you know. So it's
I do
think
they're going to have to. I do think they're going to have to convert to under center because obviously, if you look at through the.
That's a good point. Stranger said Andy Dalton ran.
Yeah, if you look at
shotgun and the sacks weren't an issue. That's the thing. And I've said this before. I think like Joe gets rid of the ball.
Was that under Zach's system or
something?
Was that under Zach's system or was that under Marvin's?
Well, it's under Marvin's and Zach's, mostly Marvin's. But the thing is, Joe.
Okay, well, yeah.
I think Joe. I mean, either way, it's that. I guess the point is, shotgun isn't the thing. It doesn't matter whose system it is. You can run it out of shotgun. You just got to be able to block it. Zach needs to figure out how to block better for it. The thing is, I can't remember what I was going to say. Doesn't matter. Jay Gruden was the OC then. So there you go. Old man Flacco is taking us to the playoffs. Let's go, Chris. I like that. I appreciate that. Anything else, Anthony, before I let you go? Oh, he left. Well, all right. Hopefully he's okay. I would expect you to just hang up on me like that. Let's see here. Marvin's system, but shotgun isn't the problem. Right, exactly. There he is. He's back.
Yeah.
Lost connection.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah. But anyway, I think, like I said, I think a lot of it's one part personnel, and I think it's one part personnel, and I think some of it's just how the blocking schemes are set. But I think we're going to have to move to some under center work with Joe Flacco because if you look at through some of the stops that he's made, most of the teams that he's played for usually ran a fair amount of stuff from under center.
And this is where we're going to find out. You're going to find out if Zach and Pitch can coach. This is the week they're going to tell you what kind of coaches they are. If they can get Joe Flacco ready in less than 5 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 5 days. If they get him ready in 5 days, those are pretty damn good coaches. You know? So I mean, because this is a hell of a task to do this in 5 days. And like I said, I believe he's going to start. I think they're done.
Oh no, they've already confirmed it that Joe Flacco is starting. James Rapine confirmed it on Locked On Bengals today.
There you go. Yeah, when Zach came out and said he's up in the air, or the decision will be made later on the week about the quarterback, they were doing something. I think Zach has been fed up with it. And somebody said in the comments here that. And I hate when people say this because Jamar went up and talked to Zach. Oh, I think you lost Jamar. You don't know that. Everybody thought he lost Zach last year.
Well, but you look at it like this. I hate to say it. Sorry.
I'll just say last year, everybody thought that Joe Burrow was pissed off at him in Tennessee, and we watched the quarterback, and Joe wasn't mad at Zach. He was mad at everybody else for the execution. So he wasn't mad at Zach. He didn't lose him there. That's the same thing. Just because guys have confrontations, they're professional. Like, if you have jobs, you get mad at people, right? Happens all the time. Yeah. People get mad at you all the time. Guess what? You show up the next day and you work with them. You can't just go, I'm done with this dude. No, that's not being a professional. So I don't sit there and think, you know what? Yep, Joe's done with him. Jamar's talking to him. He's upset because he wants to win, and he's not happy with the way things are going. I don't think he's going to. What do you think? He's not going to just play the rest of the year? Like I don't get that line of thinking from fans because you got to look. This is actually you got to look at it in real life. This is actually their jobs. They get paid to do this, just like you and I get paid to go do a job. Just because you don't like working with somebody doesn't mean you can just. Well, you can just quit, but you're not going to make any money. And these guys sure as hell ain't going to quit. They're going to lose a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, there's more money that's at risk for them to lose.
Yeah.
I think it's just you have a fan base that's so hungry to win right now
Yes.
that I think what it boils down to, people get in their feelings and don't look at the complete picture. You and I both have had the chance to get to know some of these guys, and when you talk to them and you kind of see where they're coming from, a lot of it's the heat of the moment. So you really can't turn around and go, "Oh my God, you see that it was right there." Joe Burrow
I read his
Taylor.
lips. He said this. Like, you didn't read shit. Shut up.
So it's like
That was the thing last year with Joe. I read his lips. He said this. Like, no, we actually heard the video. That's not what he said.
Oh yeah, no, that's
crazy.
And the craziest part is, I know people that have said like that have said like, no, they get along pretty good. And Cap made a really good point that on the one hand, yes, if we fire Zach Taylor, you have to be considerate of who we bring in next. Joe probably does not, from what Cap said, Joe does not respond well to guys who are yellers. And there's some players that really don't, because they'll pretty much tune you out and just in the back of their mind tell you go fuck yourself.
That's a lot of younger players like that. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
my day, we got screamed at all the time. I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I got my fair share of it. So,
so I understand they don't like it. Like, hey, dude,
I got my fair share. I got my fair share of it. You fat fuck.
Yeah, hey, tell me I messed up. I got it. I don't need to be mother effed the whole time. I got it.
Yeah. But no, I was but no, we're in a position. I think the only thing I think that people are getting worked up about is that they know that Joe turns 30 next year and that they feel like the window's closing. Do I think the window's closing? It's hard to tell. There's plenty of guys that didn't get a Super Bowl until later in their career.
Again,
you take a guy like John Elway into consideration.
Okay, so that's where I go back to this move they made today. They're trying to keep that window open for this year. They're trying as hard as they can to keep that window open by going out and getting Joe Flacco. So, like I said, they ain't complaining about this trade, like he's too old, he's too this.
Well, but it's because they didn't. It's because they didn't go for the sexier pick, which would have been a Russell Wilson, a Jameis Winston.
Russell Wilson says sucks since he left Seattle. Why is that a sexier pick? And then why do you want to go get Jameis Winston, who's thrown more interceptions than anybody? I'm not arguing with you. I'm not mad at you. But,
I agree.
But I'm those don't make sense to me when you got Joe Flacco, who's actually went to different teams and played well. Jameis Winston has went to other teams and not played well. Russell Wilson has went to other teams and not played well. So why would you want that? We already had that Jake Browning. It just, I don't know.
Hell, you got people in the fan base that are already saying punt on the season and get a top 5 pick, and it makes no sense.
What I'm trying to say, where's the division is wide open, people. I'll say this again: the Ravens are 1-4, 1-4. We are in second place or tied or whatever with the Steelers. If we didn't do something, we're basically handing the division to the Steelers. I was like, wow, you want to go and get a top 5 pick and do what? Okay, cool. We're just going to throw this year away? No, I don't want to. I want to win. I want to win now.
And you got people already saying that, well, you can go get a guy like an Arch Manning. I'm like, Arch Manning has sucked this year.
Hold on. Flacco, come on, Chop. Flacco equals Wilson? Get out of here.
No, Flacco's greater than Wilson.
Oh, greater than Wilson. Okay, you see, do that number thing again. I told you I don't do numbers, Shop. I don't do numbers. Anthony, I'm gonna let you go here. KP's back, and we'll end it with KP. But I appreciate you, Anthony.
All right, no problem, man.
Take it easy, brother. KP, you back? What's up, man?
I'm back. Can you hear my audio good now?
Yeah, you're good now. What's up, brother?
I was leaving my nephew's football game, but he was looking like Jake Browning out there.
That's not good. That's not good.
Ain't no point in me staying for the whole game if he's looking like Jake. And it got me out there screaming Jake like I'm watching Trading Day, man. Like, man, this is crazy. But man, I think you hit it on the money. So that was their shot at basically putting Zach on that in that space to where you got to put up or shut up.
Right.
And even if it's a year left on the contract, it is what it is. They're able to evaluate and see what they have, because Flacco is now playing for the team too, who's a former Super Bowl quarterback. He's not a Hall of Famer, but he's a steady hand. And if you make him look like garbage truck juice, it's going to say a lot about Zach. It's going to say a lot about Zach.
KP, I said this while you're going. I said we have 5 days here, and they're planning on starting Joe Flacco. If Zach Taylor and Dan Pitcher can get him ready, and they can go out and win in Green Bay, what's that tell you about the coaching prowess of Zach Taylor and Dan Pitcher? If they get Joe Flacco ready in 5 days and go win in Green Bay, that's a big ask. That's a big ask.
It is. But the thing is that the way we can really look at this thing is it's not just a Zach issue as well. It's more so a front office issue too that you have to tie with Zach, because we did watch them allow Jesse Bates to walk without nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did watch them allow DJ Reader to walk. And those pieces do mean something, because I'm in Kansas City, right?
Yep.
Tyrann Mathieu left the secondary, and it's not been the same. Even though they did go to the Super Bowl, even though they did win one, right? When those pieces start to deplete and then they don't replace them with a player that's of equal caliber or even average, that really hurts. It really hurts the total roster. Because look, Geno Stone and Jordan Battle, man. Jordan Battle starting, he's okay.
He's not Jesse Bates.
But Geno Stone is nothing.
He's playing better this year, but he's still neither one of them are Jesse Bates. Neither one of them are.
Yeah, but Geno Stone is basically compared to last year's Geno Stone, so that's why he's better, right? He's better because of last year's Geno Stone, and that's not saying much, bro. So like when you have that, and then you have your left tackle kind of falling off a cliff at the same time, man, you got a lot wrong, man. You got a lot wrong right now.
Exactly. No, and that's where I'll go back to my point is I'm not saying fire Zach. I'm not saying keep him. I'm saying let him finish. Let's play the season out a little longer before we even get to that talk. My thing is, though, if the season does go downhill or continue to go downhill, then it's a conversation that you, to me, have to have with replacing him and Duke. But the thing is, and I got a conversation, Harrison, the comedian, was having a Facebook Live, and he had somebody else on there. Duke Tobin's not the GM. I mean, so that's the thing. It's like he's just the director of player personnel. What if they ever go and do this, which they'll never do it? I mean, I don't think they will. I hope they will. But they need to go, if they go and blow everybody out, get a president of football operations, get a GM, and get a head coach. Let those guys hire their head coach, and that head coach hires entire coaching staff, and get more scouts. That's really what needs to happen to fix some of these problems. Is it going to fix all of them? No, because you're still going to miss on some things. But that's, if you want to actually come into the 21st century of NFL football, that's what they have to do. And I keep saying this, KP. The Bengals, it's like we're dragging them. We're dragging them up to the 21st century. This is a move that they've never made. Mike Brown would never do this back in the 90s or back in the Marvin Lewis era. They wouldn't do this. They wouldn't go out and get Joe Flacco. They wouldn't go out, even if it was a 6th round pick or 5th round pick. They we got to hold on to all of our draft picks. We're so good at that. That's where they're making changes. It's coming very, very slowly, but they're making changes. Will it ever get to where we want it to get? I doubt it. But the point is they're making changes, but we need to make more. But right now, honestly, I really want to put all the Zach talk, firing him on the back burner, because I don't want to fire him right now. I want to win. I want them to get Joe Flacco ready to go and go beat the hell out of Green Bay Packers, hopefully. Got anything else? You still there, KP?
Yeah, I'm still here, and I think you're in the right position by saying that. And they have to do it, and we're going to get to see it. It's going to at least make Chase and Higgins feel, they're probably going to feel better.
Right, like I said.
And you know what? It makes them not feel like they wasted the money that they gave Gesicki.
Or waste the season. Or Chase and T and the team doesn't feel like it's a wasted season. Like, they don't give a crap. Like, I don't know if the entire fan base is fired up as I am about it, but it at least gives them a chance to win. They didn't have a chance with Jake Browning. They got a chance now.
Yeah, I feel like they have a more competitive team.
Mhm.
So he's not going to blow everything up. And when he sees guys open, they're going to get the ball. Cleveland doesn't have a Jamar Chase. Jerry Jeudy is nowhere near Jamar Chase.
This is the best receiving core Joe Flacco has ever had. You don't think he's excited?
I think
to
you're
throw the
right.
ball?
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, you don't think he's excited to come here and try to throw the ball to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, Yoshi Vosh, Chase Brown, you name it. I mean, Noah Fant, if he's good, he's back from concussion. I don't know, but I mean, we got weapons. It's not like this is a talentless team. The offensive line has got to play a hell of a lot better, and they got to get Joe Flacco going so we can win in Green Bay. It's a big ask. Crazier things have happened, though. Oh, he's got to go. He had to go. All right. Well, anyway, guys, I appreciate all of you guys commenting and joining the show. Like I said, if you're looking for Trags, sorry, Trags texted me. The show came on and said he was unable to join, which that's happens. I mean, it's a big day if you're covering the Bengals. So, but thanks for watching. As always, I've been live streaming YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch. You follow me on all those along Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Also, check out my Substack. I got an article today about my thoughts on the Jake Browning trade and what this means for the Bengals. So all this is under Sports with Strawberry Ice. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that cool stuff. Check out the podcast. I will be pulling the sound off later on tonight. Put on the podcast on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor, rate it, like it, review it, listen to it, leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window Door and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window Door and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Again, guys, we are there this Sunday. I say we, I mean me. I'm there this Sunday at Moorland Lager House. We'll be doing the watch party there. So to be fair, make sure you guys get some reservations so they have some idea of how many people are coming for the watch party. And when you make your reservations, tell them you're there for the watch party so they know. And we're doing the tailgate there every home game, 3 hours for every single game. We'll be down there. We got a DJ down there. We got the all-inclusive deal down there for 50. I think it's about $50. Maybe a little more than that. Includes all your food, includes your drink, all inclusive. It's a great time down there. We got DJ going. I'm down there. What else? We got beer pong, cornhole, cornhole, football toss. I'll get it right. There's so much stuff down there I can't even remember. So make sure you guys go to Moorland Lager House Facebook page, get your reservations for this Sunday for the watch party, and get reservations for the tailgate. I would appreciate it. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I appreciate all you guys in the chat for hanging out. It's just me today, so I appreciate it. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Who Day for life. Throw it up. Actually, flack around and find out. Let's start a little hashtag. Flack around and find out. That's just sports, baby. See ya.
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.